back to my channel. My name is Lacey. Today's video is going to be kind of an updated review on my Fitbit senses, which is, if you've already seen my review, you know, originally I was pretty stoked about all the features that it has and what it can do, some improvements I was hoping it would make, yada yada yada. If you haven't seen that, be sure to check it out. It's basically like a, is it worth the money? So this is probably the most expensive Fitbit that I've ever ordered, and I pre-ordered it. So I spent, with tax, so I think it was on, the price for it is like $325. So with tax, it was probably be about $350. Love that for me. Super stoked. I pre-ordered it, like I said. Came 3 or 4 days after it said it was going to. And wasn't a huge fan of that. So that already kind of rubbed me the wrong way, because I pre-ordered it to get it on the like official date that you can order it to begin with. Or receive them. So I was supposed to get them on day one. Didn't happen. And then, like I mentioned in my original review on it, I was stoked, to say the least, because I like to wear it at all times. So I was stoked that it was supposed to be done charging in about 12 minutes. It it takes about an hour, if not a little more, to fully charge, and my battery drains. So I had saw someone else, Simply Manders, she mentioned that hers always says can't find device, can't sync, yada yada yada. Mine has done that since day one too, and she said that after she called the Fitbit 800 number, they reset it on their end and everything was fine. When I first had that problem, and she said after it started saying can't find device, it would be dead the very next day. Like, it would die within 24 hours, and it fixed all of that. So mine wasn't doing that, and I was like, okay, whatever, I'll put up with it. Until recently. So I want to say it's been at least a month or two since my original, like, what do I think? Excuse me. And yesterday, it would not sync, like, at all. It did the very first time I opened it, like, first thing in the morning, and then it wouldn't do it again. Just kept saying, couldn't sync device, couldn't find device. My battery lasts about 3 days if I'm lucky. I will charge it fully, so it'll be 100%, put it on, go to sleep. But, okay, I put it on right before I go to sleep. So I'm charging it at night. I put it on, I'm still in bed, like, I'm not moving, and I go to sleep. I wake up the next day, and instead of it being 100, it's like 91%. And I'm like, damn, do I, like, toss and turn that much that it's like, what's she doing? Let's keep tabs. I did call the 800 number yesterday, and I had to remove the app, re-download it so that it would do the newest version, because it said I was up to date. But apparently they released a new one, so she said mine didn't update, nor was it telling me to. So she told me I had to delete it and start over. Deleted it. Once I put it back on my phone, it instantly wanted to pair with the Fitbit, so that part was easy. And then it worked for like a couple hours. And then I tried again right before bed, and it wouldn't sync again. It was doing the same thing. So I called this morning to be like, hey, it's not working. I've already tried everything you already told me to do last night, and it's still not doing a thing. So because of my battery issue, she said that's not normal. Clearly. Because when I tell you I turned everything off, I turned everything off. The only thing I was getting notified on was phone calls. And let's be real, that hardly happens. So they had sent me a return label because they want to investigate my Fitbit. So I have to send in my Fitbit, and then once they get it, they'll determine if it can be fixed, what the issue is, or if I'm getting a brand new one. So, yes, I have the return label. No, I don't have a printer to print it. So I have to wait till I go back to work to print the label to send it back. Until then, it just will not sync. But I'm still wearing it for whatever reason. When I called this morning and told her, she's like, oh, it looks like you are returning or sending it in to get fixed / investigated. And I said, yes. But she also mentioned that if it still didn't fix the problem, like the syncing problem, to call so that it can be sent in as a problem for the tech guys so they know it's happening and they can look into it like on their end, because if it's happening to me, chances are it's happening to other people. So she did her thing, sent it in, and then was like, okay, well, don't forget to send in your Fitbit. I'm like, so no solution on how to sync my Fitbit. Cool. So literally wearing this watch for absolutely no reason. It's not even paired right now because it just won't. So I'm not getting any notifications. It's not syncing to my Fitbit app. It's literally just telling me the time and my steps, but won't connect to anything. I will be honest. I was so excited for this Fitbit. I thought, you know what? It's worth the money. All the features it's supposed to have, all the great, like 12-minute charging, all this stuff, like it's worth the money if all those things work. I did get the very first batch sent out, so it could just be that the first batch had a lot of errors. It sounds like I'm honestly just going to get a brand new one sent to me. But in this very moment, if you were to ask me if I thought it was worth the money to get this watch, I would say don't do it. I loved my Versa too. I would just get the Versa, I think 3 is what's out. I would just get that at this point. Clearly that's not going to happen. I will be getting the new Census once they get my broken one or whatever the problem is. But yeah, that's my updated review. I expected more for the money I spent. I had really high hopes, and not gonna lie, it wasn't really met. It is what it is. Hopefully the new one lives up to kind of more of my expectations. Like maybe it'll at least charge in 12 minutes and stop telling me I need to change outlets. I've tried every single outlet in my house. I've tried multiple blocks. It doesn't matter. It just always says slowly charging. Find a different outlet. So if those things can be fixed, then I will call it a win. But I'm just over here trying to live my best life, working on my fitness, and I'm going to have to be Fitbit-less for probably a week because I have to send it in, which they said could take about 3 days to get, sent to them, and then they'll issue me one. So yeah, it's probably going to be a week before I have a Fitbit again, and I don't know, my wrist is going to feel so weird, but whatever. Updated review. With the one that I have currently, it is not worth the money. Again, high hopes. They let me down. Hopefully the new one is better. But yeah, so that ends that. I hope you learned something from my experience. But yeah, I'm gonna go work out now. It's been fun. Hit the subscribe. Oh my gosh, I can't even talk anymore. Hit the subscribe button. Turn on the notifications. Do a thumbs up. Comment down below if you have the Census. If you recently got it, how's it doing? If you are a Fitbit person or an Apple person, my issue with Apple is that I have to charge it every single night and it doesn't tell me my sleep score. I don't like that. I don't know. Work on it, Apple. But until next time, I will see you then. Bye.